What's good? I'm that gamer boy Chaos, and today I have a bunch of stories that all take place back when I was in 6th grade. Now, the reason why I want to talk about these is because in my second to last video, I told a story that took place during this time, and really, it just reminded me of all the crazy things that happened that year. And honestly, I was just thinking, like, you know what? Why not? Like, why not tell these? They just sitting in my brain, collecting dust, doing nothing. Like, it's doing no good just sitting in there. Why not tell these? They're good. So yeah, let's just get straight into this. Alright, so this video is going to be in the same format as my 4th grade storytime video, where the stories are in order of the school year. Like, the first one is going to take place around the beginning of the school year, and the last one is going to take place around the end of the school year. So, starting with what I think happened in the beginning of the school year, I was in gym just chilling, and it was the beginning of the class, so we just walking around the perimeter of the room for a little bit, and I was thinking, like, okay, since we're in middle school now, and it's most likely going to be different from elementary school, I wonder what type of games we're going to be playing. Like, we probably about to be playing some fun ass shit that we didn't play in elementary school, like probably like dodgeball, some other shit. But unfortunately, I don't think we did play dodgeball, so yeah, I was upset when I found out about that. But anyway, I was also looking out for this girl that my brother told me to look out for, because he was friends with her brother and they knew that we were going to be in the same school. So he told me to look out for her and just like talk to her and get to know her. And so she actually found me first, and so we were just talking, and then eventually the class started, so we were doing whatever we need to do that day. And by the end of the class, we were continuing to talk while we were just waiting for the bell to ring. And all of a sudden, this tall nigga and his fat friend just come out of nowhere and start talking shit to me and trying to roast me or whatever. And, you know, I don't remember what either of us was saying, but, you know, I was saying some shit back to him, and I don't know, we had like a little back and forth. Now, around this time, I wasn't as bold as I am now, not even now, but like as bold as I was the next year in 7th grade. Like, I was a lot more bold in 7th grade than I was in 6th grade. But I was still like trying to hold my own, because like he wasn't, like, I wasn't trying to impress this girl or anything, but nigga, what you talking about? But yeah, we had a little back and forth or whatever, and flash forward to the last period, I get called down to some office, and someone is just talking to me. Like, I don't remember if it was a man or a woman, but they were just talking to me about some shit that happened at gym. And I'm like, oh no, like, what do you mean? Like, nothing happened. And so like, I just played it off like nothing happened. I don't know if the girl told or whoever told, like, I don't know. But the next day that I had gym, the tall nigga, he asked me like if I got called to the office too, and I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know what that was about. And pretty much like, we weren't cool after that, but the beef was kind of squashed. But the fat nigga, on the other hand, we gonna get into that later. Now, this second story, I'm not gonna lie, it's not that interesting compared to the other stories in this video, but I just find it really funny. So there was this one day while I was in my chorus class. You know, at this time I was taking chorus, because, you know, I was hitting them notes. I was like, oh! But yeah, I was in my chorus class, and let me tell you, there was someone in my class who sat right in front of me, and we had assigned seats, so I couldn't even move. This nigga fucking stunk. He stunk so bad. Like, this nigga big as shit, and he stink like hell no. Like, I even remember the girl that I was talking about in the previous story, she was talking to one of her friends, and I overheard her, and she said, how you stink in the morning? Like, you didn't even do nothing yet. And that shit was just so funny to me. But yeah, he fucking stunk, and I had to sit behind him. And but back to the story, I was in class, and I had to go to the bathroom. So I asked to go to the bathroom, and on my way out, I noticed that someone left their copy of Infinite Warfare on one of the tables. And so I was just looking at it, I'm like, hold up, like, a free Call of Duty right in my face? Like, shit, don't mind if I do. Like, I like Call of Duty, let me get this shit. But the thing is, I didn't actually take it because I was nervous about getting caught, and I didn't want to get in trouble if I did get caught. So I just went to the bathroom, and when I came back, I was actually walking like extra slow, like just thinking like, yo, I could take this and have fun playing it, and everything gonna be good, because I knew it wasn't anyone in my class's game, so I wasn't worried about that. But what I was worried about, which I don't even know why I was thinking like this, I was thinking that if I did take it and I put it in my Xbox, it was gonna like crash my Xbox and my shit would never work again. Like, I don't know why I was thinking like that. Like, and to be honest, I didn't even know if the disc was in there. It could have just been the game case, and I would have been disappointed if I took it home and saw that there was no game in there. But yeah, like, I remember when I told my brother about this, he was like, shit, if that was me, I would have had a broken Xbox that day, because he probably would have snatched that shit so fast. And yeah, I believe it too, because there have been times where he just came home with some random ass shit. Like this off topic, but there was this one day where he went to CVS, which is a pharmacy store, and he came back with an iPad. And I'm just like, where the fuck did you even find this? He said that he found that shit next to a damn dumpster. I'm like, just speechless. Like, I don't know. Next story. Now, this third story, this shit still baffles me to this day, because it just did not make any fucking sense, and it still doesn't. So, pretty much what happened was, for some reason, this day, I told myself that morning that I wanted to be nicer to everyone. I wasn't being mean to people, but I just wanted to be like extra nice that day for some reason. So everything was normal, nothing crazy happened. I get to my Spanish class and I'm just chilling, talking to my friend, and just waiting for the class to hurry up and end, because for some reason, I did not like language classes like that. I took Italian from 7th grade up until my junior year of high school, and I enjoyed it. But when it came to other languages, because I had 2 languages in 6th grade, I took Mandarin and I took Spanish, and I didn't even sign up for those. I was just assigned those. I don't know. But yeah, I was just chilling, and my friend asked me if I knew who this person was, and I didn't know who they were. So I'm like, no, I don't know who he is. And this girl who was talking to her friends, she gonna turn around talking about something, you don't know who he is because you're irrelevant. I'm like, what? So I'm just sitting there so confused. I'm like, hold up, how's she just gonna barge into the conversation like that? Then she has the nerve to say it again, as if the shit made sense the first time. I'm like, what? She lucky I ain't say nothing to her. She lucky that this was my 6th grade self and not my 7th grade self. Because if it was my 7th grade self, not even 7th grade, 8th grade self, bruh, I probably would have called her all up out her name. But she lucky I didn't, and the only reason was because I wasn't in my bold shit talking era yet. So yeah, she lucky with that. But I was just sitting there so dumbfounded. I'm like, that don't even make any fucking sense. How am I irrelevant because I don't know who someone else is? And for some reason, during this time, people were using the word irrelevant as if it means unknown. And that's not what irrelevant means. But yeah, that shit just had me so confused. And the fact that she literally doubled down and said the shit twice as if it made sense was crazy. And yeah, she just lucky that I wasn't in my shit talking era, and that I was trying to be extra nice to people that day. And also, I don't know what it was this day when I said I wanted to be extra nice to people, but I got tried again by someone else later that day. I don't remember what he said, but he said some slick shit, and man, I wish I remembered it, but all I know is that he said something slick. So yeah, that shit was just like, bruh, you try to be nice, and then all of a sudden people who had nothing to say before got something to say. It's weird. Now this 4th story, this one gotta be the craziest one out of the bunch, because the shit that happened, man, another person that's lucky I was not my 7th grade or 8th grade self, because man, it would have went a lot differently. So once again, I was in gym, and this was around springtime, I believe. So we were outside on this field, and I believe we were going to play football or something, and I was not trying to play that shit. And thank God it was optional if you wanted to play or not. You could either choose to play or walk around the perimeter of the field with this little shit that counts your movements or some shit. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I chose to walk around because I'm not trying to play no football. Fuck that. I'm like, what? But yeah, I was just chilling, and the fat nigga from earlier, he was getting mad because his team was losing or whatever. So eventually he just quits and he just starts walking around, and I noticed that he's kicking this empty soda bottle or whatever, and I'm not really paying attention to him. So eventually I catch up to him because I'm a fast walker, and I pass by him. Then all of a sudden I feel the fucking bottle hit my back. So that means this nigga threw that shit at me, and I'm like, yo, are you fucking for real right now? And he is so lucky that I was not my 7th grade or 8th grade self, because words would have been exchanged and possibly fists, but I ain't fight. But there actually was a fight I did get into in 7th grade, and I did tell a story about it years ago, but I don't really like how that video turned out, and I'm planning on telling that in the future and pretty much remastering it. But yeah, that shit would have went a whole lot different if I was my 7th grade self. And I'm like, I think I just turned around, looked at him like, the fuck? And yeah, that was it. Ugh, man. Ooh, I just wish that I was my 7th grade self at that time. Now, this last story has something to do with some bullshit that still kind of pisses me off to this day. Just a little bit, not too much, because this shit happened damn near 10 years ago, and it's nothing to really be mad about anymore, but it's still like, bro, this shit should have never happened. So this was around like May or June, somewhere around like the last few weeks of school, and pretty much we were going on this trip to Frogbridge. I'm not entirely too sure what it is, but all I know is that they have go-karts, they have bumper cars, they have pools and shit. And, you know, everyone was hype. But if you was a hard-headed ass motherfucker in school, your ass wasn't gonna motherfucking go. And so I believe all teachers had this, but my science teacher had this piece of paper with everyone's names on it, and if you were acting up, she put a check next to your name. And I'm assuming, like, if you got 3 checks, then you wouldn't be able to go on the trip, because there were some people who had 1 check or even 2 checks and they still went on the trip. But this day in particular, we were watching Finding Nemo, and we started watching it the day before. And so she was just rewinding the movie, everyone was talking, everyone was just chilling, and one of my friends, he fucking, like, I don't know, me and my friends, we laughed at the most dumb shit ever. Like, we were just so brain rotted at that time, like, it was crazy, like, oh my god. But anyway, my friend decided to make this weird fucking sound. It was just like, whoa, or some shit like that. And for some reason, me and my other friend, we found that shit funny and we were laughing. And we weren't laughing loud or anything. It was just like something light. Like, just like a little fucking giggle or whatever. And because my friend who made that sound, he did it loud, the fucking teacher, she turned around and was just like, she was just, I don't know, she was like shocked, and she's like, what the fuck? And, well, she didn't say what the fuck, but you know, like, she was just looking like, what the fuck? And in this class, we also had another teacher, and both of them did not play at all. Like, the girl teacher, like my main science teacher, she was nice, but she didn't play at the same time. This other teacher, he did not play at all. So, bruh, it went dead silent, and they knew that the sound came from our side of the table or whatever, and the 3 of us got a check next to our name, and I was like, but I didn't even do anything. And so the fucking other teacher, this nigga, he pissed me off when he said this. He's like, that'll teach you a lesson or some shit. Like, I don't fucking know, but he over here saying that shit like he been plotting on me this entire time to get me in trouble or some shit. And I remember one of my other friends, there was this one day where he was just really acting up for no reason. I don't even know why. But the man teacher, he escorted him to the principal's office or some shit. And then when he came back, my friend told me that he wanted to go upside his head or some shit. Like, while he was walking down the stairs, he was just looking at his bald head. He was like, I just want to slap that shit. And I'm like, bro, come on now. You don't even need to violate like that. But nah, I was just so fucking mad that I got a check next to my name, because like, I feel like I didn't deserve that shit, all because I laughed. It wasn't even like I laughed like, like, I didn't even do nothing like that. Like, it was just like a little laugh. Like, it was some bullshit. But I still end up going on a trip anyway. But I still didn't deserve that fucking check. That's all I know. But yeah, that's all the stories I have for this shit. Like, 6th grade was a time, 7th grade and 8th grade was much better, especially like with how I was, because some of these things, like, nah, like, people played in my motherfucking face during this time, and I just know that my 7th and 8th grade self would not let that slide. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave some comments, subscribe, hit the bell notification shit, do all that good shit, and I'll see you next time.